extraordinary staff, and our entire Spread the Word Nevada family, welcome. We are so grateful you are here for this monumental occasion, the official opening of the Spread the Word Nevada Forever Home. Yay! To our special guests, Congresswoman Dina Titus, Congresswoman Susie Lee, Nevada State Senator Rochelle Nguyen, Deja Williams from Congressman Horsford's office, leaders from the Clark County School District, principals and teachers, our nonprofit and corporate partners, volunteers and mentors, and of course, our donors and friends. Thank you so much. Your presence here today honors the children and families we serve. It affirms something we all hold dear, that literacy is a community promise. My name is Lisa Habekorst, and I've had the privilege of leading Spread the Word Nevada for the past 25 years. I'm humbled to stand before you today. This new home represents so much more than a building. It represents a commitment we've made together to the children of Nevada, one book, one family, one school at a time. Let me share a little bit about how Spread the Word Nevada came about. Our founder is here this morning, so I'm going to ask her to join me up here, Lori Hardick. In 2001, Lori, a Las Vegas school librarian, watched children leave a book fair empty-handed because families couldn't even afford one book. She couldn't accept that as a reality, and so she joined forces with another educator, me, and together we launched Spread the Word Nevada. What began with a few books in a garage has grown into this permanent home that has allowed Spread the Word Nevada the needed space to serve children and families both in schools, but also now here on site. Last year, we were able to provide literacy services to almost 70,000 children. This building guarantees sustainability, expands our ability to serve more families, and strengthens the return on your investment in Nevada's future. To date, 8 million books have been distributed, 70,000 books are placed into the hands of children each month, close to 1.5 million children have been served since inception, and 81 elementary schools across Nevada are currently adopted and supported. What started with 2 educators and a simple conviction has grown into the largest children's literacy nonprofit in Nevada. Our focus was always clear. We support underserved children from birth through 5th grade, and we do it by increasing access to books, providing support that helps them become confident and joyful readers, and we build home libraries for low-income children because the evidence is overwhelming. A child with books at home is a child with more opportunities in school and more pathways in life. It's always been a straightforward and cost-effective approach with profound results. Books bridge opportunity gaps, strengthen families, and change trajectories. What began in a garage has become a statewide effort to make literacy an expectation, not a privilege. Our work comes to life through programs that meet families where they are and build support around what matters most. Time spent reading together. They like it too. Encouragement and consistent access to books. Kids to Kids is our flagship program. Once a month, every child in each partner school gets to choose a book to keep. A book that goes home, that belongs to them, and starts or grows a home library. Choice matters, ownership matters, dignity matters. When a child picks a book and calls it mine, we plant a seed that often grows into a love of reading. Breakfast or snack time with books brings families and students together before or after school to read aloud, share strategies, and learn how to make reading a joyful part of their home life. This goes beyond distributing books. We help build reading cultures inside of families. Books and Buddies pair students with trained volunteer mentors, many of you who are here today. reading buddies who consistently meet to support comprehension, fluency, and most importantly, confidence. The progress we see in these mentoring relationships is powerful. Children flourish when someone shows up for them week after week. And our newest program, Readers in Training, focuses on early literacy, engaging children from birth to age 5 and the adults who love them. We equip parents and caregivers with tools and books so that they are the first teacher in their child's life. We ensure the family has what they need to nurture language and imagination from the very beginning. This is the magic of Spread the Word Nevada. Simple, reliable, relationship-centered programming, scaled with care and delivered with heart. Our Spread the Word Nevada Forever Home gives us the room to do the core things we do better and at a greater scale. It's a place where every donated book can be inspected, sorted, and placed into a child's hand with care. It is a place where volunteers and mentors, many of whom are here today, thank you for coming, can gather, train, and launch into schools. It's a place for families to come together and for partnerships to strengthen. Before I close, I want to return to the spirit of the story that began all of this, a child leaving a book fair empty-handed. Today, as you reflect on this event, I hope you carry with you the image of a child who walks into our program for the first time. Maybe they've never owned a book. Maybe they aren't even sure what to choose. A volunteer kneels to their level and says, "You get to pick. This is your book." The child flips through a few pages, runs a hand across the cover, smiles, and tucks the book under their arm like a treasure. That moment may seem small, but it is the beginning. It is the first of many choices that say, "I belong here. Stories belong to me." And for countless children, that small moment is repeated month after month, year after year, and it becomes a path toward curiosity, toward competence, toward confidence, a path toward a future in which school is less daunting and far more inviting, a path that can change a life. Today is a celebration, but it's also an invitation to help us fill this home with purpose by volunteering as a reading buddy, by hosting a book drive, by sponsoring a school, by joining us, by inviting your company or community group to join us, by sharing this story with a friend who cares about children and education. We're excited about the future. We're excited because the need is clear, the impact is proven, and the community is standing here today is strong. We have the right mission, the right team, and the right home to carry out this work. Thank you for being here. Thank you for believing in our children, and thank you for helping us spread the word. Welcome to our forever home. It is our great pleasure now to introduce Congresswoman Susie Lee, one of Nevada's strongest champions for education and children's literacy, and a proud representative of this very neighborhood that Spread the Word Nevada calls home. Since being elected to Congress, she has worked tirelessly to secure federal funding for early reading initiatives, school libraries, and after-school programs that help every child develop a lifelong love of books. Please welcome Congresswoman Susie Lee.
Thank you. And here's a gift of books. Thank you. Well, listen, 25 years of an idea of two women who have really built this organization to become an organization that has given so many young students here in Nevada the gift of learning and the gift of reading. And it's so incredibly important. I think back to when I was a child. I grew up, I'm one of 8 children. So imagine my mom really didn't have time to sit down and read a book with all of us. But I had a grandmother who sat down with me, and I fondly remember when I was in kindergarten, those sessions that I would have with my grandmother. And that's what I love about this organization, 25 years of really building that relationship with reading for so many young people. And the thing that I want to thank the board of directors that has been committed to growing this organization, but also the volunteers and the mentors, because life is about relationships. And I think in today's day and age when everyone's face is in a phone, it's really important to remember it's that touch that young people have with those mentors and people who sit down, who actually teach them vocabulary, teach them the meaning of words, but more importantly, incite the love of learning. And with that, I just want to present a congressional special recognition to both Lisa and Lori. Thank you for your commitment to the children in our community, to creating generations of readers and lovers of reading, and for improving our literacy here in Southern Nevada. Thank you.
It is also my great pleasure to introduce Nevada State Senator Rochelle Nguyen, a passionate advocate for education and children's literacy. Senator Nguyen has championed programs that expand educational opportunities, support school libraries, and ensure every student has the tools to succeed. As a mother of two and a dedicated legislator, she understands firsthand the importance of quality education for all of Nevada's children. Please join me in welcoming Senator Rochelle Nguyen.
Man, I'm so proud to be here for the grand opening of Spread the Word. Growing up, books really gave me hope and showed me the possibilities that are just endless. I think about this. I grew up in a household. My mom worked washing dishes, worked really hard in a hospital. And so when she came home, she wanted to give me and my sister opportunities. And she knew that that started with learning, it started with reading, and it started with that. I put that together with my father, who came here in 1975 as a war refugee from Vietnam. And he did not speak this language. He did not, was unable to communicate. And where my love of reading came was with him learning to read as well. So I think about those first books that we had in our household, the Dr. Seuss, the Go Dog Go, the All the Places You'll Go, all of those things that really inspired hope and inspiration for the possibilities that I have. But I also think about how that changed, like, just generationally. You know, fast forward now, my dad is almost 80 years old. He lives with me in my household with my kids. And when my kids were younger, we pulled out some of the belongings that I have and some of those things that I had, in addition to some first baby shoes, you know, a baby blanket, and some of those like memories. It was a pile of books. It was those first books that I read growing up. Those are the first things that I owned, and I was able to give them to my kids. And then fast forward, you know, my dad is able to sit down when my kids were younger and read those books, and he was able to read those books. So just the passionate, like, you know, mission of this organization, you know, will change lives. It's that generational change that we're looking for. I'm excited to see what they're able to do. You know, having a beautiful building and having the facilities makes it easier to recruit volunteers. It makes it easier to like fulfill that mission. So I'm really excited to be here. I'm really excited to see where the next 25 years of this organization goes. And what I'm always going to tell people is donate local. Like, make sure that you are getting involved in your community. There's a lot of national organizations out there that do that, but you know who does it better than anyone else? Those organizations that are working in our communities, know our communities, are a part of our communities. Their volunteers are a part of our community. Their donors are a part of their communities. So make sure you continue to volunteer and donate locally. So good luck. And with that, I also have a legislative recognition for Spread the Word from the Nevada legislature. So I'd like to present that as well.
I'd like to introduce Congresswoman Dina Titus, a longtime advocate for education and community empowerment. Congresswoman Titus has consistently championed policies that support our most vulnerable populations, including the children we serve. Her work in Washington has made a lasting impact on ensuring that our community continues to thrive. She has also been a steadfast supporter of local nonprofits like ours, helping to provide critical resources to those in need. We are deeply grateful for her ongoing commitment to improving the lives of Nevada's children. Please welcome Congresswoman Dina Titus.
Well, I guess I'm the cleanup hitter for the A's, right? Well, thank you so much. Thank you, Lori, for your vision that put together this incredible project. And Lisa, for your leadership that has expanded it. Last time we were together was Tamiyasu School that became your 81st school, I think, that you served. How impressive is that? I came from an event celebrating today as Public Lands Day. And you can think of adventures out in the wild, but there's no greater adventure really than opening the pages of a book. So it seems kind of appropriate that we have these two events on the same day. You know, the statistics for this organization are incredible. Lisa said it much more eloquently than I can, but do you know that they serve more than 128,000 children? And 28,000 more children qualify for this. You've served 1.5 million over the past years. You've donated 8 million books. I mean, what a record. And we know that all the statistics and studies show that if a child can read at grade 3, they are able to succeed. And yet 39% of children here are only reading at grade 3. And that's why this project is so very important. Books have always been important in my life. We have books on every table, beside every bed. And I think of a book as like a door. You open that cover, it's like opening a door. You can be a door into the future, it can be a door into the past, it can be a door into a new world that you've never experienced before, but a door into a place that reminds us of our history and our culture. And this organization is opening those doors for our young children and providing those adventures and guaranteeing that they will be successful in whatever they do in the future. Because we know the sooner you start, the earlier you are, the better you'll do and the more likely you are to succeed. So thank you so much to our sponsors for being here. Congratulations on this fabulous new building. And let me know when you open another school, because I'll be there again to sing your praises.
I'd now like to invite Bryan Stewart, Chief of Marketing and External Relations at Goodwill of Southern Nevada. They're going to give us a presentation. I just want to give you some history. Goodwill was extremely important to the start of Spread the Word Nevada. We had such a strong partnership when we first began. They would give us all their children's books. We'd give them our adult books that we didn't need, and they were just instrumental in helping us get off the ground. And so it's been a long partnership, and we appreciate everything they've done for us. And come on up.
Good afternoon. I see the sun came out and we're already feeling it after a nice cool morning. My name is Bryan Stewart. I'm the Chief of Marketing and Executive External Relations at Goodwill of Southern Nevada. I'm joined by Janie Benedetto, who is our Vice President of Retail, and by Bryan Fukuzawa. He is our Vice President of Mission Programs. And I'm flanked by people that understand the value of Spread the Word Nevada like very few people can. As Lisa said, our history goes way back and it's going to go way forward because we definitely share something in common, and that is warehouses full of books. And it's so wonderful to see them brought to such good use. I'm not only here as representing Goodwill, but also as a father of 3. And I can say from personal experience with this very dog-eared copy of Dinosaur Roar, the value that reading in an early age provides. And we as parents know how time flies. Yesterday's elementary school reader is today's real estate agent, today's soon-to-be lawyer, and my daughter in New York, who is a writer and editor with Publishers Weekly. It all started here. The love of language, being a confident and joyful reader, like Lisa said, is now a confident and joyful writer for others. So with that in mind, Goodwill of Southern Nevada celebrated a milestone of our own this year with our 50th year of service to Southern Nevada. Thank you. And one way we wanted to celebrate that 50th anniversary was to invite the community to celebrate with us. And that's why we created what we call our Care to Care nonprofit fundraising program, where every single month we invited a nonprofit to enjoy the benefits of being visible within our stores, in the media, and the beneficiaries of funds raised at our registers by our customers. And so the joy of seeing us be able and privileged to support Baby's Bounty, Signs of Hope, Health of Southern Nevada, and now here with Spread the Word Nevada, it has been a true blessing for us, and it's such a special way to celebrate our anniversary. It becomes our anniversary. So with that in mind, we are very, very privileged alongside the ACEs and the athletics. Can't wait for you to come to town. Please don't lose Nick Kurtz. With that in mind, we are proud to present a check for $5,000 raised at the registers of Goodwill stores across Southern Nevada. And Janie is here holding it. And maybe we can take the check in front of here since we have such a long line of people. Great.
So please join me in welcoming Art Goldberg from the Las Vegas Chamber of Commerce to lead this ribbon cutting. I'd ask that all of our board members that are here today, present and past, come on up for this. Obviously, our representatives and our speakers, please come up and join us for the ribbon cutting.